Hi, it's Nick back again. We've got a new software called Unblur Shake. As it sounds, it reduces the blur in a photo. So why should you care? Well, there have been times when you took a photo, whether it be with a mobile DSLR or a mirrorless camera, and found that when you enlarged it, it looked blurry. The most common form of blur is caused by camera shake, which for those who don't know is when you've taken a handheld photo with a shutter speed that's too low for the light available, or the photographer just hasn't kept the camera still. Shaky hands, Very common with mobile images. There are other types of blur, of course. Not being in focus is one kind, motion is another. So if this has happened to you, you'll like this program, which can fix the majority of images that have blur. Although it struggles a little bit with really bad blur and motion blur. So something like a speeding car or a bike or something like that. Anyway, let's take a look. So first you open up the program, which I've obviously done here, and then you click on the load image. Now I have to go to find a particular image. And if we scroll right down here, we'll see him there. And then boom, the magic starts. And there you go. Not a bad job. Hasn't completely fixed it, but it's certainly pretty good. So it analyzes the image, quickly previews the result, and once it's loaded, you can start to see other parts of the image as well. So if I go over here, then it does another preview. There you go. So if you want to see, if you want to see the whole image, then I found that this button here it says to fit image in preview, but it doesn't seem to work unless you do this and then go back and do that, or alternatively do this and then, there we go. So it's kind of, that side of it is not the best. Let's see if we can go back and do that again. Yeah. It still only gives you part of the image, so it's but again, it previews every time. Now, in addition to that, there is a slide that's called the unblur factor, and what I've discovered that basically, even though it has these extra notches, there is really only two settings. That's low or high. So if I click on high, it will now start to preview again. This takes a bit longer because obviously it's meant to be getting the using the harder hit algorithms and probably re-testing them. Now that is much better. If you look at that really is quite good. I'd be pretty happy with that. So I am happy with that. So what I can do now is I can click this button down here, it says start process, and save. So a window comes up and you can see here that it comes up with a unblur result. So it comes up with the same file number, plus it puts an extension to it, extension to the actual file name as opposed to the file extension, unblur. And I've got a feeling that when I played around, I did this before, so we might have a bit of a double up. So I'll just change that and put that as C, and we'll save it. So now it goes into processing, and you can see this bar is moving, and it will move right across. So at the moment, it's only at 1%. So really, I don't need to show you anymore because it will take care of itself. Once the image is saved, you'll be able to access it and see how good it looks. But you can see just by looking at these two here that that has made a significant difference. Now, would you use this on really high-end images with big resolutions? Probably not. For a start, some of the image formats, It doesn't cater for raw files, which is something I would use. But from a JPEG or PNG or even a TIFF, look, it works fine. It works, as you can see, pretty well. And it's $34.99 US. Now, that's ridiculously cheap. Buy the software, keep it forever, free updates. And if you use my code, CATINCSAI20, you'll get an extra 20% off. So that's saving you, what, another $7? So it's less than $30, less than $30 for something like this. I think in today's market, I think that's a pretty good bargain, really. So yeah, look, if you scroll down a bit after this video, you'll see some links to take you straight to PixBim's website, and just enter that code and you'll get a 20% discount. Enjoy.